Video number 4. Understanding Blockchain Technology. Blockchain is an especially promising and revolutionary technology because it helps reduce risk, stamps out fraud, and brings transparency in a scalable way for myriad uses. Here's information on the blockchain technology and how does it work. What is a blockchain? A blockchain is a distributed database that is shared among the nodes of a computer network. As a database, a blockchain stores information electronically in digital format. Blockchains are best known for their crucial role in cryptocurrency systems, such as Bitcoin, for maintaining a secure and decentralized record of transactions. Blockchain, sometimes referred to as distributed ledger technology, DLT, makes the history of any digital asset unalterable and transparent through the use of decentralization and cryptographic hashing. A blockchain collects information together in groups known as blocks that hold sets of information. Blocks have certain storage capacities and, when filled, are closed and linked to the previously filled block, forming a chain of data known as the blockchain. All the information that follows that freshly added block is compiled into a newly formed block that will then also be added to the chain once filled. How does blockchain work? Blockchain consists of 3 important concepts: blocks, nodes, and miners. Blocks. Every chain consists of multiple blocks, and each block has 3 basic elements. The data in the block. A 32-bit whole number called a nonce. The nonce is randomly generated when a block is created, which then generates a block header hash. The hash is a 256-bit number, wedded to the nonce. It must start with a huge number of zeros, i.e., be extremely small. When the first block of a chain is created, a nonce generates the cryptographic hash. The data in the block is considered signed and forever tied to the nonce and hash unless it is mined. Miners. Miners create new blocks on the chain through a process called mining. In a blockchain, every block has its own unique nonce and hash, but also references the hash of the previous block in the chain. So mining a block isn't easy, especially on large chains. Miners use special software to solve the incredibly complex math problem of finding a nonce that generates an accepted hash. Because the nonce is only 32 bits and the hash is 256, there are roughly 4 billion possible nonce hash combinations that must be mined before the right one is found. When that happens, miners are said to have found the golden nonce, and their block is added to the chain. Making a change to any block earlier in the chain requires remining not just the block with the change, but all of the blocks that come after. This is why it's extremely difficult to manipulate blockchain technology. When a block is successfully mined, the change is accepted by all of the nodes on the network, and the miner is rewarded financially. Nodes. Nodes can be any kind of electronic device that maintains copies of the blockchain and keeps the network functioning. Every node has its own copy of the blockchain, and the network must algorithmically approve any newly mined block for the chain to be updated, trusted, and verified. Since blockchains are transparent, every action in the ledger can be easily checked and viewed. Each participant is given a unique alphanumeric identification number that shows their transactions. Attributes of cryptocurrency. While blockchains are mostly used to store cryptocurrency transaction history, other things like legal contracts or product inventories can be stored. Has intrinsic value as it is a trustworthy, secure, and fast way to transfer value for little to no cost. Has no physical form as it exists only on the immutable blockchain. The attributes of a cryptocurrency, such as its total supply, are decided upon the majority of the members of its decentralized network instead of a central bank. Uses. Cryptocurrencies, the beginning of blockchain's technological rise. Blockchain's most well-known use, and maybe most controversial, is in cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are digital currencies or tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin that can be used to buy goods and services. Just like a digital form of cash, crypto can be used to buy everything from your lunch to your next home. Ethereum Blockchain. In late 2013, Russian-Canadian developer Vitalik Buterin published a white paper that proposed a platform combining traditional blockchain functionality with one key difference: the execution of computer code. Thus, the Ethereum project was born. Ethereum Blockchain lets developers create sophisticated programs that can communicate with one another on the blockchain. Ethereum programmers can create tokens to represent any kind of digital asset, track its ownership, and execute its functionality according to a set of programming instructions. Banking and finance. By integrating blockchain into banks, consumers can see their transactions processed in as little as 10 minutes. Basically the time it takes to add a block to the blockchain, regardless of holidays or the time of day or week. With blockchain, banks also can exchange funds between institutions more quickly and securely. Healthcare. Healthcare providers can leverage blockchain to securely store their patients' medical records. When a medical record is generated and signed, it can be written into the blockchain, which provides patients with the proof and confidence that the record cannot be changed. These personal health records could be encoded and stored on the blockchain with a private key, so that they are only accessible by certain individuals, thereby ensuring privacy. Supply chains. As in the IBM Food Trust example, suppliers can use blockchain to record the origins of materials that they have purchased. This would allow companies to verify the authenticity of their products, along with such common labels as organic, local, and fair trade. As reported by Forbes, the food industry is increasingly adopting the use of blockchain to track the path and safety of food throughout the farm-to-user journey. Other uses. Blockchain has a nearly endless number of applications across almost every industry. The ledger technology can be applied to track fraud in finance, securely share patient medical records between healthcare professionals, and even acts as a better way to track intellectual property in business and music rights for artists. Newfound uses for blockchain have broadened the potential of the ledger technology to permeate other sectors like media, government, and identity security. Thousands of companies are currently researching and developing products and ecosystems that run entirely on the burgeoning technology. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson.